This is a TV production.
I thought by the age of 32, I would have been done playing that game of let's not overdraft before payday. But apparently I still like to play that game. Not that I like to play that game, but still stuck playing that game. If you know what I mean?
Bro, I got so bad. Hold on. We're recording, huh?
Yeah, I'm already recording.
All right. I had to prepare myself. But Punch, man, we grown, you know. We just gotta like prioritize and say, all right, is it really worth it? Some situations might be worth it. It might really be like, all right, I really need this right now.
I understand that. No, I totally get it. I just thought I wouldn't be in a position where I'm still playing that game. I thought that I would have my shit together by 30. What am I, 30? What are we, 31?
But what is necessarily having your shit together? You know, it's like everybody talks about having their shit together, but you always, you know, if you always busy, you always working, and you trying to get to the next level, you always gonna have some kind of obstacle to overcome. You're gonna have something that you're gonna have to try to get to, some mountain to climb. You know, I feel like, bro, that's a part of that. You know, it's just all growth, and I feel like until the day that we ain't here no more, it's like we constantly growing.
When do you feel like you gonna get to the point where, like, we really adulting? And I'm not talking about the adulting where we're obviously of age and we have families and we're trying to take care of our families. I'm not getting to that point. I'm talking about to where we feel like, you remember seeing your parents when you were a kid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all had your own place, which obviously you have your own place, you know what I'm saying? But it's almost seemed like they wasn't stressing to pay the bills.
Well, I think that's the biggest issue we have. We compare our lives to our parents' lives. And in a way, yeah, we should do that, but in another way, we shouldn't do that because, number one, the generation, the times are different, and number two, we are completely different people than our parents were. You know, we grew up with a whole different lifestyle and a whole different society and different ways of, you know, going about ourselves in our days. So the way I look at it is like, man, if you in a situation where you say, okay, I can support myself, I'm not on the street, you know, I'm able to fucking maintain my shit, take care of my business, and still try to work towards more, and I feel like you're in a good spot. That's when I feel like you're adulting. But if you're not being responsible and you going out and you just, you know, blowing your shit every single day, you're not really giving just being reckless, you know?
Yeah.
Like once you get to that point, then it's like, all right, you're not adulting. You're being immature. Your maturity level hasn't shown to where
we all have those friends that are still not adulting for sure. But I mean, like, I still feel like sometimes I'm not trying to compare anyways, but there's times where I'm sitting there going, like, I need to be way more ahead than where I'm at right now. And I don't know if it's,
but that's a personal goal for you. You know,
yeah,
that's a personal thing that you feel, and you say, all right, I'm not at the level where I feel like I should be. When you can look at it in that sense, you can say, all right, I'm not comparing myself to anybody else's situation. I'm not where I feel like I want to be, you know, in my own situation. So you just got to be able to build from that and say, okay, how can I prioritize and make things the way that I want them to be?
Yeah.
You know, that's how you overcome those types of obstacles, because as long as you know it's all within yourself and only you can make the change, you wouldn't even think about what nobody else is doing.
That's true, because I mean, I've even, like, right now I felt like a lot more focused than I normally am, right? And it's maybe because of maybe I hit a point in my life where I realized, like, yo, you need to get your shit together. You know what I mean? Like, you need to get your fucking shit together. And I think that whatever you want to call it, maybe too little too late, but you know what I mean, the motherfucker's trying, and maybe I'm taking bumps that people were taking when they were 25, but that's their timeline, not mine, right? Which is something I got to keep reminding myself. But it's like, am I going to be one of those people that, okay, I had kids earlier, right? So I almost even feel bad because I have a daughter who's about to turn 1 this month, right?
Yeah.
And then I have a son who's about to turn 11 this year.
Yeah.
So I almost feel bad because my baby girl Amaya is coming around the time when, like, maybe I'm starting to get my shit together. So by the time she's 5, you never know, I might have a house. You know what I mean? And by that time, my son's going to be 15, 16. And it's like, I feel bad because I'm like, he's only going to get 2-3 years if he moves out the house when he's 18. But I doubt that's going to happen knowing him.
I feel like every parent feels like that. You know, every parent that takes the responsibility of being a parent seriously.
Oh, there's something wrong with you if you're not thinking about that.
I think that's one of the biggest things when they bring another life into the world, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, how can I make sure this piece of me is able to have everything they need and probably even want, you know?
Yeah.
How can you give them that if you feel like you can't even give it to yourself yet?
That's, man. There's a lot of things that I can't give to myself that I wish I can give to my family. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I can get myself a new car. I wish I can get my girl a new car.
For some people, though, that responsibility, you know, that decision right away, it makes them create the change within themselves right away. You know, like with no hesitation. It's like it's that spark for some people. Some people, it's the complete opposite. It might be the thing that completely bring them down, just because, you know. It's all about how you take it within yourself, bro. Like, you gotta look at it as, hey, man, it's something that could be beautiful if I treat it right.
Yeah.
The whole situation. I'm not just saying the life, but I'm just saying the journey of you know, that's how a lot of people find themselves and what they really need to do or what they really want to do when, you know, their gift and their talents and things like that. Some people can't even like tap into that until they have that type of event in their life.
Some people can't type into that shit until they have a midlife crisis, like I feel like I do, like I did. And I know motherfuckers talk shit like, oh, midlife crisis, like, how old are you? 31? Like, nah, homie, like, think about it. Let's be honest. I'm Mexican. What's the average life expectancy for a Mexican?
I don't know off the top of my head, but
okay. Not only that, I'm overweight.
Okay.
Not only that, like, I'm pretty sure I got some other underlying conditions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not, listen, the life expectancy for me, I'm talking about expectancy, life expectancy. If we're being real here, is about 65.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 65. That means around 31, I think it's okay for me to have a midlife crisis. I think that's what it is. It's direct. It's like right smack dab in the middle, bro. A legit midlife crisis is what I think I had. And it wasn't, I had to go out and start buying shit. It was hey, you running out of fucking time. And I'm not talking about like life running out of time. I'm just talking about like your good years, you know? Like the years where you're really supposed to put in the work to get your family somewhere or to get yourself somewhere. You know what I mean? I just felt like I was behind the 8 ball on that.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, you move at your own pace. You know, you can't move at the pace.
That don't make your pace right though.
No, not at all. But your pace may not be the same as the person right next to you either. Everybody is gonna be able to move at different speeds and like understand and hit different points in life at different times. Everybody doesn't hit and get the same lessons and things like that at the same stages in their life. Yeah. Some people, you know, get it 10 years after somebody else. So, you know, whether it's relationships or whatever it is, you know, everybody can't get put in the same box. And you can't compare your box to the next person's.
Oh yeah, no. That, and I'm like, I've even made a point of saying that. Like, I'm not trying to say that I'm specifically comparing myself or my situation to anyone else's, because, like I said, everybody has their own timeline.
And your world could be exactly how your life is written to play out. The way it's going right now could be, you know, the best book that you'll ever write. But it's just day to day how you and your family make that happen.
I feel that. I've just
straight up.
I don't know, man.
For the culture, bro.
I'm coughing, but no Rona.
Yeah.
No Rona. Hey, motherfuckers will look at you real weird at the store if you cough.
You cough, you sneeze,
Anything.
anything. Yeah.
You getting looked at weird.
Yeah, no matter where you at, people they gonna turn their nose up like, why didn't you stay in the house? Why didn't they send somebody else out to get the food?
Relax, motherfucker.
Hey, I'll be trying to get in and out, man.
I just hit the wax pen. Relax.
You know, I'm one of them people. I take this shit serious, man. Like, we just supported one of my peoples today, man. They was selling masks. You know, they was able to come up with some masks. His mom's, you know, she's an entrepreneur. She got a hustle, but she can't do her regular job because people can't come outside. So, you know, can't get nobody to support the business. So we still found a way to support by getting these masks. You know, they the ventilators, all that, you know, like legit.
No shit.
So
hey, that's what I did see. I did see when motherfuckers went short on shit. Them motherfuckers started turning that entrepreneurial brain on.
Yeah,
cause they got to making masks. Motherfuckers didn't even know how to sew before the Rona.
Bro, I saw designer masks. Like when it first hit, bro, I saw the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci.
Shout out to the homies at Small Circle of Friends, man. I seen they was out there putting some prototypes out there.
Hey,
that shit was crazy. I was like, damn, man, y'all motherfuckers, anything for that buck, homie.
Yeah. They got the ones with the, you know, the gangster rags with the every color. You know, I'm like, man, this about to be nuts. They still gonna be out there in the streets,
out there cripping
with the mask on,
gang banging with the mask on.
Y'all gonna start a trend. I tell you about society, man.
To own a liquor store in the hood right now, everybody walking in with a mask on. You just going like, man, you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, but the stores over here, they know they don't even want to touch the money. They like, all right.
Oh hell no.
Hey man.
Listen, when you don't pay with debit, they give you a nasty look right now.
And even when you done, they Lysol the keypad down. You walk away.
But you know what? You can't take it. You can't be this. You can't feel like it's disrespectful.
Not at all. Not at all. I feel like that's great hygiene, and it's, you know, but it shouldn't take something like this for people to take this shit seriously. People need to be clean. Y'all some dirty motherfuckers. So
he said y'all some dirty motherfuckers.
I just want everybody to know.
Fix yourselves.
If I had a big enough pocket, I keep this fucking big ass bottle of sanitizer in there, but I can't, you know. So I gotta keep the smalls. But you know, that shit hard to find right now. I seen the breweries. A lot of breweries that shut down. They making straight alcohol. Not alcohol. Hand sanitizer.
Oh shit!
All their pumps have been converted to make hand sanitizer.
I told you, man, a motherfucker will make a way.
Yeah. And
an entrepreneur,
but it's things that we're running out of. It's a shortage of, and they've been basically, I don't know, reassigned, you know, to stop making these alcoholic beverages and make hand sanitizer. It's a new wave.
Hey, okay, so I'm sure motherfuckers may have a new wave, because I don't know if you remember, but remember when the hurricane and all that shit happened in Texas and everybody was sending water and shit like that? Yeah. Right away, Budweiser shut their shit down and started making water cans.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
They even had commercials and shit. So it's like companies can make specific things. Like, I mean, I think I even saw Trump yelling at fucking GM Motors or something to make ventilators.
Yeah, he said they're gonna do it. It was them, and I think it was somebody else. He said it was a couple of
man,
them.
If our tax money is paying for y'all asses to fucking get bailed out, you better be making them goddamn ventilators.
Bro, I mean, the ventilators, they got the test kits, you know, all these different things that have just, you know, within a matter of what, 2 weeks.
Hey, I heard a serious conversation between it was a doctor talking about a conversation he was having with another doctor, and they were legitimate. And one of the doctors, he's is Dr. Drew, right?
Right.
And he was on another doctor's podcast, legitimate doctors, and they were legitimately and seriously talking about what happens when an 80-year-old person gets the coronavirus, a 90-year-old person gets on the coronavirus. They say any other situation, we wouldn't put a ventilator on them. You're 96.
Yeah.
Well, I'm put a ventilator on you. So now they're they're kind of like, they're like, do we have this conversation? Because I'm walking around the hospital seeing 96-year-olds with ventilators, when in any normal case they wouldn't have a fucking ventilator on.
So do you feel like it's a waste by them having a ventilator?
Listen, listen.
What's your opinion?
Listen. I've always said this. I have always said this. Let me just leave it at this. I always have something to say when I see an 80-year-old lady with a brand new car that's not paid off, that got a 7-year plan. If you 80 years old, I'm sorry, but if I'm a car dealership, I am not slanging you a car with 7 years worth of payments.
What if she just got like a settlement check or something?
You gotta pay. Okay, that's fine.
But she couldn't pay it all off, and it's
listen, like, if we cutting it down to like 4
she still
years,
get a check. Obviously, she get money from somewhere if she got to make payments.
Okay, I get that. But I'm saying you're not gonna outlast the payments. Is what I'm saying. And I shouldn't be an asshole for saying this, but there's a pretty good chance you're not gonna outlast those payments. You might not make that last payment, boo.
But then what if that car can?
I'm sorry, Nana.
Look,
you might not make that last payment.
She might want to give that to her kid.
Not only that, now you got to leave the fucking burden, and I got to take over the payments. Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah, but she gonna leave you a check with it too to pay it off.
My grandma ain't leaving me no motherfucking check.
No, she can't leave you a car that's not paid off and not leave you.
She didn't expect to die?
Of course not. But I'm telling you. That's kind of funny. This is a touchy situation.
I'm just saying, you're willing. Listen, I brought it up and you asked me.
Yeah, I did. I asked you, was it a waste of ventilators to let what'd you say, 87-year-old or 97?
Listen, if I'm looking at my 17-year-old son and I'm looking at my 85-year-old grandma, both bed to bed, and they both sick, and my granny got the motherfucking ventilator on, I'm sorry, I apologize, but get the fuck off right now. You done lived your formative years. Let my son get that fucking ventilator.
I feel you, bro.
That's how I'm seeing things right now. And I'm sorry, nothing against grandma, like nothing against her. Like, I love you, grandma, but 17-year-old son, 30-year-old son, 40-year-old son. I'm sorry, Nana. You got to go.
Yeah. Oh no, man. I feel like, it should be optional.
You're an asshole. No, don't tiptoe around it.
It should be optional.
You tiptoeing.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you an explanation. Now, let's say you have the family, right? Mm-hmm. The family, they may say, just like when you're in the hospital, they got somebody on life support. It's basically, to me, that ventilator is like life support right now.
No, it is. Yeah. You can't breathe.
Now, if somebody's like already gone and they just holding on from that support, then it's like, all right, you might have,
pull the plug.
Hey, y'all might have to go ahead and let that one go.
Okay, what age though?
But I don't think age should be the determining factor.
Nick.
Bro, it could be somebody that's 60 that's on the same shit. It could be somebody that's, in their 50s that had a bad motorcycle accident that's on the shit.
Listen. I'll just say this. For every old ass person that gets a ventilator, right? When somebody younger comes into the hospital, the oldest one, I'm sorry, baby, but you got to kick that shit down. Kick it down the line.
They can't keep giving them the same ones.
Just kick it down the line.
You can't.
They clean it. They clean it.
Man,
they reusing ventilators, bro. Look. Listen. Here it is right here. Check it out. Listen. As soon as a young person comes in, right? Somebody younger, the oldest person in the hospital needs to now kick that ventilator down. Boop, 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 boop.
But they got so many people coming in to where they can't keep up.
We moving all day long, baby.
They got the shit, bro. The Mercy.
No, listen. Mercy. First of all, Mercy is for the healthy. Mercy is for people that do not have the coronavirus but still need to go to the hospital.
Okay, so
if we was smart, we would put everybody that got the Rona and take them out to the fucking ocean and treat them out there.
Yeah, but the people that's on the ship don't want to get that shit.
Listen, if you a doctor, you got the Rona, you go it out there.
Yeah, and all y'all gonna treat each other,
and everybody gonna treat each other. Y'all gonna come out here and y'all gonna have beautiful stories to tell y'all family about how we was on the Rona ship and we all cured each other and took care of each other. Yeah, we lost a few, but I mean, bye.
That shit could be a movie when all this shit is over.
14-day quarantine. We didn't eat nobody. It was beautiful. No Titanic.
We just gonna call it Mercy and the Rona.
Oh, Mercy and the Rona. Oh, bruh. Sometimes I be like, yo, what does Cam talk about? But today, Cam, now I see why you around.
Hey, man.
Mercy and the Rona.
Yeah. That's $1 million.
It's like a Bonnie and Clyde right there.
Get at me for that shit, y'all. Let's make it happen. Innovative culture.
Mercy and the Rona. Damn. Look, all I'm saying is, if you're old and you have a ventilator, and if you have the gall to walk past or get wheeled by one of these younger kids that don't have a ventilator and they struggling, fuck you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'll take it.
End quote.
All right, so the ventilators. What about these inmates, bro? They letting a lot of inmates out. Like,
listen, first of all, number one, let me just say this
shit getting into the.
I'm not talking about this shit because Solo brought it up, and Solo don't never want to come on the fucking show. Well, shout out to the homie Solo.
Him right now, yeah. He didn't already.
He done threw this out there, but we could talk about the inmates. That's fine.
All I want to know is
I'm telling you right now, I'm driving around like I got a big dick. You want to know why? You want to know why?
Why? Because
if you catch me for anything that's arrestable, that's non-violent, right now, I'm gonna look at you dead in you releasing prisoners, B. What you gonna do with me?
Yeah.
You gonna throw me in there? Like, listen, just give me my ticket and I'll be on my merry way. You won't even have to deal with me. You're not gonna see me for the rest of the night.
Yeah, but it depends on, like, all right. We talked about this, bro, a couple weeks ago. I think I brought it up. It was about different laws that were, was basically acceptable during the time of the quarantine in Detroit.
Okay.
And it was like petty theft and like, little small shit.
Oh yeah, I was here for that.
Now, I haven't heard nothing like that out here. Mm-hmm. I see the police every time I go out. The only time I leave is to go to the grocery store and then I go back home.
I'll tell you this. I drive around Inglewood because that's where I work. I've never seen so many cops on foot patrol in my life.
These niggas in the cars.
Walking. No, not even in the cars, bro. But they walking like old school New York police. They are walking the streets with the what's that shit called?
The batons?
With the batons, twirling the batons, like all that shit. I'm just looking like with the hat. I'm like, oh shit, y'all for real out here. They don't have nothing to do, man.
They was coming like the what was that? The Little Rascal days.
Yeah, real shit. Like the mustache and everything. Yeah. I'm like, look at you fucking pussies. But I mean, it's cool. Listen. Police wise, right? This is the world we think about, that we thought about. We said you need more police walking around the streets showing their face, right?
Yeah.
Like on foot.
Right.
I can see your face if you on foot. If I walk by you, hey, what's up? How you doing, officer? Going to the liquor store, give me a blunt. Even if it's just to get a blunt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. This is what we wanted. So now let's see how this kind of goes out. Because right now we're kind of starting, once things start cracking off again and things start to try to return back to normal, what's going to happen is everybody's going to be a little shell shocked. I think it's going to be little by little people will be coming out. You know what I mean? But hopefully when people do come out, it'll be a little bit better. Maybe this is what we needed. Kind of a little refresher. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. I think motherfuckers still not going to be around each other for about, a couple weeks. Like you said, it's going to be gradual.
Yeah, gradual, little by little.
First, it's going to be the younger crowds,
obviously, because they couldn't stay their fucking asses home this weekend. Did you see that video?
Because it's going to be summertime. So, school's probably still going to be out.
Did you see that video?
Which one? It's all kind of videos, bro.
The video of the family. I mean, I think they were throwing like a birthday party or something like that, and LAPD came and shut that shit down.
I sent that to you.
Oh, you sent that to me? Okay. So, what's your take on that? Because I seen the comments and it was about 95% one way, 5% another way, and that 5% was like going at it for real. But it was like I had to kind of lean towards the 95%. Now, what side? What do you think was the 95, and what do you think was the 5?
I think the 95 was against it.
Against what, the party or the police?
Against the party.
Okay.
Because people's like not taking the shit seriously.
There you go. Okay.
You know, like right now, if you get on social media, you know, and you see the things that people are saying, it's like everybody's for staying in the house. Yeah. They made that shit into like a fucking hashtag or whatever.
Hashtag.
Like,
it's real. It's a what is it called? A movement.
Yeah, it's a whole movement behind the stay at home.
Yeah.
Quarantine 2020.
Yep, for real. Quarantine and chill. Like there's a dude that made the dopest fucking song. It's called Quarantine Fucking. It was a white boy, and he's like, it looked like he's in a hotel room. He just making music like on the fly, and he's like, quarantine fucking tonight.
I've seen a couple of good ones. I've seen a couple of good ones. It was this one music video, this dude dancing in the street with a spray bottle, and you know,
oh shit, with the lights on,
yeah, all that. I was like, that was probably one of my favorite ones. You know, I don't really know the artist on that one,
bro. I'm telling you, man, like. That quarantine fucking tonight. It was a white boy. He was like, yeah. Quarantine fucking tonight. Oh, some real shit, bro.
Hey,
that's the name of this episode.
Man, you sure you don't want to do music, man? we gonna get Punch on the hooks, y'all.
Hey, some real shit. That motherfucker made a dope ass song. The best part is I was high, sitting in bed playing that shit over and over again, and Whitney was watching it over my shoulder, and she's like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "What?" She's like, "Look, it's Kip. It's Napoleon's little brother or Napoleon's brother." I was like, "What?" Fucked my head up, bro. For 2 days, I legit thought that was Kip.
Wait a minute.
Turns out it wasn't, but it looks just like him.
I know which one you're talking about.
The little mustache.
I just saw it today with the glasses on.
Yeah, hey. That's no shirt on. Yeah, go to Bad Luck's Instagram, bro. There he is. There he is. There he is, bro. No, that's not the one we gonna. No, do not showcase him like that, bro. Do not showcase him like that. I got you. Don't trip. I'm gonna play the one. Bro. I'm gonna play the one for y'all because my boy would not be showcased in that manner. The correct song.
He said
the correct.
Kip. And I thought about it. I said, man, I just told somebody he looked like the police.
Bro, like my bro will be represented well. Let me get the right one. Here you go. Here we go. We're gonna replay. Here it is.
Oh wow.
Hey. Hey. This shit had, hey, I low-key tried to get at Whitney to this song. I'm not gonna front. I pulled up to Whitney in the draw. I was like, yo, what's had at it?
Making out with your pussy. I said I'm barking and sucking it and fucking it and working it and plopping my hand up in your motherfucking body.
Hey, that's just a little sample, bro. On some real shit. Like that man, it's Chaz354. That man must be followed, bro. That's some good Instagramming right there, bro. I'm not gonna front.
Here, man.
That's the one, man.
I'm gonna trade you.
Over there. That's the one, bro. That's the one.
I feel very well educated now on what I've been missing out. Social media is a motherfucker, y'all. So I feel like whatever y'all doing, make sure y'all following us, cause FMI Podcast, Innovative Culture, you gonna get a lot of that shit. We try to repost, share, whatever, a lot of the funny stuff we find, but That right there was classic. I
Hey,
hadn't even seen that yet.
Bro, a lot of shit slips through the fingers too. That's the worst part. The worst part is when you find some shit out later on and it kind of slipped through your fingers a little bit and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
You kind of late on something already. That's the worst.
Yeah. And it'd be like you get it a day later or something like that after the whole wave didn't already went, and you running into people and people already talking about it.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
whole
like,
nother
fuck.
joke. You just like, man,
Hey, not only that, there's already 6 different versions of it.
nah, bro, I felt like that in high school. It'd be a lot of times when like something would come on or something, I'd be like, man, I didn't watch that day, or I fell asleep, or you know.
I think in high school I didn't have cable, so my biggest thing was like you had to kind of act like, oh nah, man, I fell asleep. No,
You'd be like, oh man, you don't watch
didn't
this?
have cable.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Shit, I was a son bitch.
It's crazy now because shit, niggas ain't gotta worry about that no more with the technology. You know, you got
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. And
You know
got
how
everything.
many workarounds there are when it comes to cable, bro.
Yeah.
There's so many. Listen, I have cable. I legitimately have cable,
Yeah.
right? I have what is it called? Who bought it? Time Warner and then
Spectrum.
Spectrum. Okay,
I got Spectrum too,
Listen.
but I don't watch it.
Okay, but listen, I got Spectrum, right?
Yeah.
I legitimately have Spectrum. The only thing I don't have are the movie channels, right?
Well, look, right now, shit, while the quarantine and all this going on, they're giving up all the movie channels for free.
Nah,
you know
you
that?
lying.
They giving up Showtime, I think, for the whole weekend.
You are lying,
bro. I got the email like a couple days
When
ago.
is that starting?
Man, look, you about to make me look it up. But I'm telling you, I don't even got my shit hooked up. But I paid for cable with Spectrum because I got the bundle package.
Yeah. Well, check it out. Listen, watch. So I got Spectrum, right? What was I even talking about? I was saying I got Spectrum, and then what were we talking about?
We was talking about
Cable. Okay, so I have Spectrum, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have my own login, all that shit. This is how many workarounds there are. On my phone, I have the Spectrum app.
Right.
You could watch live Spectrum TV, all that shit, right?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. I'm so fucked up. I use my mother-in-law's fucking login because she got all the movie channels on my phone app. Everything I do on any apps is basically my mother-in-law's login because she got like the unlimited everything, and she's always had the unlimited everything.
She's the plug.
My mother-in-law is the plug, and I think the only thing she asks in return is maybe like the Disney Plus password and whatnot.
Of course, you got no. Look. Let me tell you something, Punch. When you have a plug like that in any type of situation,
You must take care of the plug.
you must take care of the plug, and the way you take care of the plug is by you being the plug for whatever you have. So if they're gonna give you whatever they got, you got to give them whatever you got too.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way the plug work.
That's
It's
true.
like that plug right there is making it convenient for you to watch whatever the fuck you want to watch at any time. All she asks for is for one login.
Just let me get that Disney Plus.
Exactly.
You know what made me more mad about her? Not the fact that I gotta give her the Disney Plus. That's no problem. Here you go. No problem. The fact that she don't even use that motherfucker. I'm like, yo, this is top quality Disney entertainment, B.
I use that shit.
And you, yeah. And you just not taking advantage.
Hey, it's classic shit on Disney Plus. Y'all don't know. Smart Guys on fucking Disney Plus.
Yeah.
See, people don't know. You get all the seasons. You get all the fucking anything made by Disney, Pixar, Star Wars,
Hey, on some real shit,
Marvel.
I was
all
hyped
that shit
when
is
that
on
shit-
Disney. Psh,
First night, me and Whitney was on. 12 midnight, we was on it. We was.
I felt like a kid, like
Yeah,
growing
yeah.
up watching all the shit that I had fucking watched.
The problem is I watched all the documentaries already, so I'm kind of fucked.
bro,
That's the only issue I have.
I tell everybody, invest in a Fire Stick.
bro here. Yeah, man, but I got a Fire Stick, right? First,
Right.
the controller not working with that sumbitch, first of all. Second of all, I don't know, man. Like, I find that shit like hard to maneuver.
Well, I mean, it's only like a couple buttons. You feel me? It's
No,
like,
it's not that. It's like to try to get to a movie or something. You know what I
Whoa.
mean? Like, you got to go through different folders and shit. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
that's when the hacking comes in.
See, but you gotta know how to do that shit. You gotta like give me this like the super walkthrough to show me how to do that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you basically just got to find the right program, and that's going to give you the easiest navigation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times You got to go through and do these. I remember Kodi was like the biggest thing for a long time for a lot of people. They was using that.
What was it?
It's a Kodi. It's a platform.
Oh, the KODI, right?
Yeah, that's basically a platform where you put add-ons, and these add-ons stream links from all of these sources for you.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with that is like, you know, it takes time to actually sit up and design like a actual Kodi, like basically a whole wizard in itself, to where you get all of these different add-ons together. A lot of people didn't know how to do that. If you didn't want to sit up and take the time and put it into it, you were never gonna figure that out. For a lot of people. So what they do is, some people go out and they charge like $100, you know, for a Firestick program, $150 or something like that. With, you know, a whole Kodi setup to where basically you just log in, and then, you know, the whole Kodi is already set up for you. You got all the like movie posters and TV show graphics and shit and everything. It's like, what do you, you know, like, if you can't program that yourself, you might pay somebody to do that. One day I sat up and I watched a YouTube video, and it showed you how to put in all that shit yourself.
You been charging motherfuckers every since.
In one side. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, people go out and they try to get rich off of that shit. And I'm like,
what the fuck? What are you gonna run? You're gonna run a Kodi empire? Like, you're gonna run a whole fucking, you're gonna crack the entire.
But like you said, Kodi's hard to navigate. So there's other basically like apps within themselves that you can add on to your Fire Stick just by downloading certain extensions and things like that. But you can't get it straight from the App Store. So that's when, you know, it makes it easier for you, because you can go in and find a whole, it's just an app, just like Kodi, a whole platform, but it's already set up through navigation to where you go to this movie, you can do the search, you can do a voice search if you want to, and, you know, one click link and the movie pops up. No problem.
Yeah.
But till you get there, it's like, you know, you just gonna, everybody keep paying everybody to do it.
I'm just gonna have to keep paying.
I tell people, come over and just sit at my house for an hour and bring it.
Listen,
and people don't ever do
listen,
it.
Man, I'll bring you some beer, and I bring you the what's it called, the Fire Stick, and go ahead and take care of that for your boy. And
I tell people, as much as they sit up and hang out with me and we watching shit on TV, it's like, I could have did 2 for you. Yeah, maybe 3. So I don't know, man. I feel like in today's world, man, we got to take it for what it's worth. Yeah. We look at things we do for the culture, things that's brought in, that's brought out, man, and it's like this whole epidemic that's going on. We just got to kind of, we got to take it and run, bro, and be safe. Yeah. And preach to everybody else to be safe. So, hell yeah. And in the end, man, I just say follow us, you know, everywhere you can find us. Innovative Culture, at innovative.culture on Instagram. Find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter. Got DJ Punch. Hell yeah. Got the F and Mad podcast. Hell yeah. I don't know, man. One day at a time. Y'all stay up. For sure. Appreciate everybody for listening. Appreciate everybody for checking in with my partner over here, Coolazzcam, man. Innovative Culture, dope ass podcast. I really appreciate this man for opening up his space to us and showing us love, as he always has. So much love to him. Much love to this podcast. I appreciate y'all. Peace.